In the 2016 Pro Football Hall of Fame voting, the decision to select Brett Favre for induction was probably one of the easiest the voters have ever had to make. A prolific passer, a winner, and a relentless competitor, Brett Favre was by any measure one of the best signal callers the game has ever seen. Growing up in Mississippi, Favre was always a fan of the game. While he didn't really envision being a Hall of Famer, he was always certain he'd be a football player.
I was a diehard football fan. I was certain. What 14-year-old boy doesn't know what he wants to do? I mean, we think we got it all figured out, but I was pretty certain of what I was destined to do. And I knew every Cowboys was my team. I knew every player on that team. I knew everything about them. I was a diehard Archie Manning fan. I was really a diehard. I did my first book report in third grade on Paul Hornung. I could tell you where Green Bay was. I knew it was somewhere way away. But I knew all about the Packers. I knew all about Paul Hornung. Did I think I would ever play for him? No, I was going to be a Cowboy. So I think I have a tremendous amount of respect for the game, and that has never wavered.
In 1992, Favre came in for an injured Don Magic Mikowski, and he would start every game in Green Bay for the next 16 years. Besides the big arm, Favre's fans always loved his passion for the game.
I wanted to play, and I think people who watch me play can identify with that guy really had fun. It's really not, I always say this, that if they'd have paid me $50, I'd still done it the same way. The fact that they paid us a lot of money was, I never told anybody, but when I would ride home, I would say, "You're kidding me, man, this is stealing." Green Bay was obviously the perfect fit because my goal was always to play, and I could never get enough of playing. And I think that was obvious for the people who knew me. I practiced every practice. I never missed because I really loved it, and it meant a lot to me to be there. I just loved to do it. I wanted to make a throw in practice that no one can make. I didn't have to prove myself, but I wanted to do that.
As Favre began getting older and considering retirement, he and the Packers decided to part ways. He spent a year with the Jets and 2 more with the Minnesota Vikings. Looking back on it now, Favre says coming to Lambeau Field as a visitor helped him appreciate how truly special his longtime home was.
I had a tremendous amount of respect for playing as a home team quarterback in Lambeau for so many years. But I don't know if I underappreciated how difficult it is to play in that field. And with the fans cheering against you until I walked out of the tunnel as an opponent. It was an incredible feeling of awe, and I'm really thankful that I played in Minnesota. We didn't win a championship, but I'm thankful that I had a chance to witness it from the other side, if that makes sense, because I think I would have taken for granted how special it is to play there. And when I came out as an opponent, I realized this place is pretty special.
Throughout his 20 NFL seasons, Favre set so many records that we could fill the whole show listing them all. When he retired, he held the records for career attempts, completions, touchdowns, and passing yards. While some of those records have been surpassed, and others inevitably will sooner or later, the record he's most proud of, the one that may stand for a long time, he started an amazing 297 consecutive games. 321 if you include the playoffs. It all comes back to toughness and loving to play the game, and no one did it quite like Brett Favre.